Is there a supernatural dimension? A world beyond the one we know? Is there life after death? Do angels exist? Can our dreams contain messages from heaven? Can we tap into ancient secrets of the supernatural? Are healing miracles real? Sid Roth has spent over 35 years researching the strange world of the supernatural. Join Sid for this edition of It's Supernatural.
Hello, Sid Roth here. Welcome to my world, where it's naturally supernatural. My guest's father was the devil. I'm serious. He has a new father now, God. And his passion, based on his former knowledge, is to keep you 3 steps ahead of the devil. You know, all of us have had real challenges in our lives, but John, you really had challenges. Your father practiced something called Santeria.
Santeria.
Which is just a demonic religion, I assume?
Yes, it's #1 demonic religion in the world today.
And your father and your mother, constant turmoil. He used to beat her. But when you were 8 years old, your mom took you to a tarot reader. What happened?
My mom was going with my aunt, and basically when I got there, the lady, the witch, that we read the cards, she focused on me. She didn't focus on my mom. She didn't focus on my aunt. She told my mom that she saw in the spirit that I was going to lose my eyesight, that if I didn't get a ceremony done within the next 30 days, I was going to be completely blind. So my mom panicked, as every mother would, and my mom allowed me to get the cards read, the lady read, and they went on, and a couple of days later, they initiated me to the dark side at the age of 8 years old.
And at 13, you actually were willing or praying for your father to die?
Yes, yeah. I remember I have 2 other brothers, and we would stay up all night. He beat my mother all night long. So he'll beat my mother all night long. So we'll be in the room. Sometimes we run out the room to try to help my moms from him beating her. And he would throw us around, and then we'll go back into the room. And so one day I sat in the bed and started to pray. I was just praying. I wasn't even praying to God. I was just praying, saying, I hope he dies. I hope he dies. I hope someone kills him. And at the age of 13 years old, my father got shot at the age of 33 in the face for a woman at a social club when he had a good wife home.
Did you feel guilty about that?
I was rejoicing, to be truthfully honest. I was rejoicing because I know the torment and the pain in my house and the silent pain to go to school and put up a face as a young boy and act like everything was okay home, to put up a face and knowing that there was none but torment in my house.
You began to really grow in the demonic, and why did you feel Satan was your father?
My father was a devil worshiper. And I came from a generation of devil worship on my father's side, from generations to generation of Santeria, spiritualism, card readings, Palo Mayumbe. Palo Mayumbe is when you sell your soul to the devil and you make a contract with the blood, which I did later on in my years. And I would sit with the devil and speak to the devil all night long. I was going to demon church at the age of 8 years old, from 7 in the evening to 5 in the morning, to be trained with principalities, demonic spirit, territorial spirit. I was learning stuff in the spirit realm beyond at the age of 8. So to me, it was, I told the devil, if you kill my father, you can have me. So I told the devil, you can have me. And the devil said, well, I'll replace the old with the new.
Yeah, but God had a secret weapon.
Oh, big time.
A beautiful woman. And she invited you to church. What happened?
Actually, she was a backslider.
Oh.
she was a backslider, so God got 2 for the price of 1.
So what happened when you went to that church?
Well, I went to the church. I asked the devil permission. I asked the devil, could I go to church? He said, go to church. Those people are weak. They don't have no strength against us. They don't have no power against us. You can go to church. But then I was really after the girl because she's a pretty girl, and she lived in the neighborhood, so I didn't have to move my car around, so we can go eat anywhere. So I thought that was a good deal. But, God was setting up a game plan, for my life.
Well, you really got upset one time with the pastor. What happened?
Well, the devil, I went to church a little too much without asking permission anymore. And then the devil showed up in church. In church, the devil showed up, and I hear the devil whisper in my ear and tell me, I didn't tell you to come this Sunday. I didn't give you permission to come this Sunday. It was strange because the pastor did an altar call in the middle of the service. Usually they do that like at the end of the service. So I got up. I said, well, if I go by the pastor, the devil don't go after me. He will leave me alone. So when I went up, a whole people came up to the middle. So I was like one of the last ones to pray for. I said, well, I stay here. By the time he come pray, I don't want him to pray for me anyway. But by the time he gets to me, he's tired and the devil's gone. That was my plan. But when he came up to me, the devil possessed me right there. And I grabbed him by the throat and I picked him up in the air and I said, today's the day you're going to die. And then all this foul stuff came out of my mouth and people jumped out of the seats. And big men jumped out of the seat, tried to grind me down and peel my hands off the pastor's throat. He was turning purple.
But he goes home and he prays a prayer, an unbelievable prayer. Listen to this. John cried out to God, if you are bigger than my God, with a small g, although he didn't know it at the time, than my God that I serve, show me tonight, or just leave me alone. When we come back, we're going to find out what happened from that prayer.